Hello, everybody. Welcome to college. Just kidding. Welcome to summer session at El Centro 2020. But what we're going to do this summer is get you here. So let's get right into things, and we'll start off with week one. Now, our first order of business is to get everybody familiar with taking online classes. This past winter, with the COVID crisis, everybody jumped into online classes, but not everybody really got the hang of it. And even a lot of teachers were scrambling to learn all of the techniques. So now we're much more familiar with this process. We know each other. And here's what we've got to do. When you are taking online classes, what does that mean? It means you're using your screen to do your work. You're attending a classroom through your screen. Some sessions are live. Most of these sessions are not live. What does that mean? It means you are given your material. If it is me, the instructor, speaking to you like this, as a lecture in a lecture hall, if it is written material, something to listen to, an article, whatever it is, you're absorbing that material and you're doing your assignment. But here's the tough part. You've got to learn how to balance three things. What are those three things? You've got to balance your work, your family, your school. So how do you do that? We've all got to work. Most of us have families. I've got this job. I've got other things I got to do. And I have two kids and I have to balance everything. So if you are struggling to come home very late at night from your job, look at an assignment, you're dead tired, you got your kids screaming, you got diapers to change, how am I going to do my schoolwork? Guess what? You are not alone. You've got to plan ahead when you start your week. How are you going to balance your work, your family, and school? So here's how you do it. We've all got priorities. You make a schedule. At the beginning of the week, you look at your assignments. Now, if you use a calendar like, say, Google Calendars, whatever works, if you have reminders on your phone, that's how you got to treat your assignments. You got to treat your school assignments just like you treat your job. You know when you have to go to work. You know what you have to do to keep your job. That's the way you got to treat your school assignments. Now, here at Catholic Charities, we run these training programs free of charge. It's a charity. Once you get to college, it's not free of charge. They take a lot of your money. That's college. So you got to get your time management together so that when you really do get into college, you don't throw money away on classes that you can't keep up with. So make a schedule. So how do you do that? You look at your assignments. You figure out what times of the week you can devote to those assignments. Maybe when your kids are sleeping. Maybe when you are taking the bus to work. You can read your assignments on the phone. Figure out when you have a break. Do part of an assignment. Post a comment. All of these things, you're going to have to learn how to manage yourself. That's time management. Now, we use two main platforms in this class. So the logo on our left-hand side is for WhatsApp. The logo on the right-hand side is Google Classroom. Now, many of you get confused as to what these two are for. The WhatsApp group is for general information. It might not be about upcoming assignments. It might be about some programs offered by the public library. General information means stuff that we all might benefit from. Your class assignments, the due date of each assignment, that is right here on Google Classroom. So all of your assignments need to be uploaded to Google Classroom. And general information, that's in the WhatsApp group. So for instance, when you read an assignment and you're not quite sure what a task entails and you want to send a message to the group, it's perfectly okay to send that message in WhatsApp. If it's your message is for the teacher only, you can email the teacher, send me an email, or you can message me directly through Google Classroom. And if you just want to send a quick message through WhatsApp, that's fine. But your assignments go into Google Classroom. General information goes into WhatsApp. Now I'm repeating these because there's going to be a quiz at the end of this video, but we'll get to that. So when you are given an assignment, you come home at the end of work, you got to make dinner, you got to check on your family members, you've got the whole apartment's running around, your air conditioner is broken, you're hot, you're sweaty. How do you want to make sure you get those assignments done on time? Don't waste time guessing. Read the instructions. Most of these assignments are not as complicated as you might think. If it's a reading, a writing assignment, read the instructions carefully. And once again, if you don't understand, send me a message. Send a message to the group. That's fine. If you read the instructions carefully before you begin your assignment, you won't have to redo anything and you won't have to waste time. Now remember, time is something that you can't get back. You know that. So read the instructions before you get started completing your tasks. So one thing that's a little bit tricky, if you are really familiar with Google Classroom, you know this. But if you're still easing into it, there are class comments. Each time you read the instructions on Google Classroom, it might say comment. That is visible to everyone. There are also private comments. Read the instructions to see what it is that your teacher is asking you to do. If your teacher wants you to make a public comment, that means make it appropriate for everyone to say. If it's a private comment to your teacher, personalize it to your teacher only. But remember to get those comments on time. And also, make sure you comment on what your classmates are saying. It's not about you. And make sure you're not just having a private conversation with your teacher. It's about listening to everybody, just as you would in a physical classroom like this. You want to read the comments of everybody that's taken the same class as you. Share ideas. That's the general idea. Once you're interacting with your students, then you're really benefiting and getting the most out of the experience of an online class. So the last point of business is contacting your teacher. If you have an emergency, contact your teacher. If you're struggling with an assignment, contact your teacher. If any of these come up and you have an assignment due, if you don't contact your teacher, that's a problem. So we're willing to work with you, and we are so flexible, but you've got to contact us ahead of time. So any emergencies that come up, we'll learn how to deal with it. That is it. So for our first week of class, this is an instructional video about time management. You will have a quiz about this video. Watch it again before you take the quiz, okay? And remember to leave comments in the comments section.